And these 70 and 75-year-old women are looking mighty good to me.
In 1981, he preached a sermon to his fellow pastors about how young girls' bodies were like the Holy Temple.
Arlene, you're very touchable for a young man, and I'm too old to even see you. But I could see why 100 young men want to touch her, couldn't you?
I would say it's very, what do you want to say, cultish is the word that comes to my mind immediately. It's very cultish.
Alright, this is John here with the third episode of Jack Hyles Exposed. In the last video, I showed that Jack Hyles is basically a pervert. He was saying all these weird, perverted, wicked stuff. But you're going to see that it's not just him that's a pervert. Some of his church members are describing all the perverted stuff going on in his church, and some of his close church members and some of his family too are touching little boys and actually abusing their own son. You're going to be shocked at what this godly movement produces. But here is a news report from Praying from the Pulpit, I think is what it's called. Here is the first clip of, I believe it's a pastor that Jack Hyles sent out, and this guy was abusing his son, and Jack Hyles did nothing about it. He tried to cover it up actually. So, I mean, this is sickening. Watch this. And the fact that he tries to cover it up is just even more sickening.
Welcome all of our guests tonight. Tell you something.
David Hyles set out to follow in his father's footsteps, but his zest for women cost him his pulpit and his first marriage. When David left a Texas church in disgrace, he and his girlfriend, Brenda Stevens, moved to Bolingbrook, Illinois with her 2 children by her first marriage. It wasn't long before her youngest son, 17-month-old Brent Stevens, came to the attention of abuse investigators. In 1985, they found him with a broken leg plus 8 or 9 bones in various stages of healing. Paul Cialino was a homicide investigator for the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services. He and his team fought, unsuccessfully, to keep Brent away from David and Brenda.
I wasn't concerned this child was going to be abused again. I was concerned this kid was going to wind up dead.
I mean, just truly sickening that poor kid who was just laying there with his broken bones and those wicked, abusive parents. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they should be getting the death penalty. As far as I'm concerned, Jesus didn't take kindly people abusing children. He literally said that, if anyone should cause these little ones to stumble, it would be better for a millstone to be cast in their neck and cast into the sea. I don't know how it goes exactly, but he did say that it'd be better for a millstone to be cast around their neck. Not literally, but like figuratively, a millstone would be cast around their neck and cast right into the sea, drowning basically. So just seeing this poor kid being abused by these wicked parents that should be put to death by biblical standards. Not saying some vigilante should go do it, but by biblical standards they should be put to death, not put in jail. Because jail is not even a biblical punishment. Nowhere in Scripture are we told to lock people up in a cage for so long. As far as I'm concerned, abusers like that, they should get put to death. But you're going to see my reason why I'm saying this in this next part of the news story. Because they actually kill their own child. And that's why I'm saying these parents ought to be put to death, because they committed murder. Watch this.
His concern was justified. A few months later, Brent Stevens was found dead in his crib. Due to bureaucratic bungling, an inconclusive autopsy was done at a hospital instead of the morgue. But at the inquest, David Hyles invoked his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. Brenda, the mother of the dead child, was a no-show. As for the status of the investigation,
This case is an open case still today, and nothing's been done.
can anything be done with this?
Absolutely, it's a murder case. I would even go further and say that if I could get David and Brenda in a court of law, they'd both get convicted of murder, without a doubt. I have a dead child with a history of abuse, and I had 2 people who were the only people who access to that child at night.
Truly, it makes me sick. Those parents ought to be put to death. I'll say it again. I stand by that statement. They should be put to death. But for that kind of wicked abuse of a child, my message to those parents is burn in hell. You know, those parents ought to just burn in hell. But here's the next clip. Here's the thing: any child abuser ought to just burn in hell. That's just my only message to them. But here's the final clip of the news report describing the sexual perversion going on in Jack Hyles' cult. And again, you know, I'm going to have his followers get on my channel and say, oh, you know, you're slandering a good man. He's not a good man. He's a cult leader burning in hell right now. But let's continue.
My wife would leave on weekends.
This man says his former wife was used by David and Brenda Hyles in their group sexcapades. It destroyed his marriage and his ex-wife's life.
My wife became intimately involved with both David and Brenda and numerous other men in the church that Dr. Hyles had endorsed as being spiritually astute people.
A number of people, because I know them personally, went to Dr. Hyles about the actions of his son, and for whatever reason, he failed to act. He failed to restrain his son.
Yeah, you want to say this is a man of God, you know, Dr. Hyles. Yeah, he's not a man of God. His David Hyles, you know, that wicked pervert, fornicating with someone else's wife, destroying their marriage. This is the fruit that these church buildings produce. Because you see these church buildings, and this is the problem with having a single pastor who's the man of God, who has all the authority. He can just do whatever he wants. In Jack Hyles, he did whatever he wants, and no one dared question him because he's the man of God. That's the problem. This is the fruit these church buildings produce. So, anyway, if you're a Jack Hyles follower, please get out of that cult. It's a cult of personality towards Jack Hyles. And just, before you comment saying I'm a heretic or I'm just slandering a good man, just watch the video and just think about the evidence I've provided in this video. Okay? Anyway, thank you for watching. God bless you. And to those parents that abuse that child, may they burn in hell. That's all I'm going to say. May they just burn in hell. So anyway, thank you for watching. God bless you.